Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Parents in Fargo Public Schools seniors received some good news tonight as Superintendent Rupak Gandhi announced that this weekend's graduations will now allow 2 guests per graduate. Now, there are requirements to wear masks and social distance. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley was at a watch party where parents and students celebrated.
As one of the parents who organized last week's petition to allow guests at Fargo graduation ceremonies, tonight's announcement hit home for Nancy Dorr.
I am getting goosebumps again just now, just overall excitement.
After much back and forth with health experts, Superintendent Rupak Gandhi says the district got the final go-ahead this afternoon from FargoCast Public Health.
It was just a sigh of relief and a thank you. I can't believe we actually got it done. It was a lot of work in a short amount of time. It's great to see the amount of impact that a couple high school kids can have on their community.
I was still excited. I mean, it's graduation with our classmates, but now it's just like, it's finally like actual graduation,
Kenninger says she and a handful of other Fargo seniors have been working around the clock since last week to draw up and propose new graduation plans for both school and health leaders to make their special day happen.
My parents are probably the most important people in my life, and they have been throughout everything. They're always at every concert, every football game, everything of mine. And I'm giving a commencement address at this year's graduation, and I couldn't imagine them not being there. And
all 3 graduations will take place on each school's football field, with further directives on seating and social distancing guidelines to be released Wednesday. But both parents and students tell me they don't mind what other precautions are required, as they're just excited to be able to ring in the special day together.
So it'll be fun to just have something that's a little more close to normal than the last few months have been.
In North Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
As of tonight, West Fargo Public Schools graduations will still be graduates only, with live streaming opportunities for families and family members and friends. One more person has now been charged with murder in connection with a drug deal gone wrong in North Fargo. 29-year-old Lee Fry Jr. was in court today in the fatal shooting of Anquin White near the North Fargo Hornbachers on May 12th. Another man, Ren Ying, is also charged with murder. Daryl Simmons is charged with conspiracy to commit robbery and conspiracy to deliver meth. In an exclusive interview with Valley News Live, the uncle of a child who died in a Becker County house fire says the family needs all the help it can get. Deputies say a weekend blaze near Detroit Lakes killed 2-year-old Micah Headland. His mom, Missy Headland, and 5-year-old sister were taken to the Twin Cities Hospital for treatment. Deputies don't have a cause for that fire yet. Nathan Magnuson is Missy's brother, and he says more lives were saved because of the quick action of several children who were playing video games late at night.
They couldn't get through the flame to get upstairs, so they went outside hollering for Mike and Missy, and I guess Mike jumped out the bedroom window, and they all went in to try and find Micah at that time.
The father of the boy is currently out of the hospital. Magnuson says the family is in desperate need of clothing. We have a full list of what the family needs. Go to our website. The state lab in North Dakota says it's addressing a problem in testing over the weekend. A malfunction in 2 pieces of testing equipment led to the retesting of 82 people. 64 have returned negative, 1 positive. 16 tests are pending and 1 person refusing to take the retest.
We have internal and external quality controls that we perform every day on every run to ensure that there is a minimal risk of having these false positives occur. It was actually the vigilance and the expertise of our laboratory personnel that was able to identify this. This was something that would have been really hard to catch.
Mason added that they were doing controlled tests weekly but found a negative test coming back positive, which indicated an issue. Now, to fix that, they will now be doing the tests daily.
When samples enter the laboratory, we actually do not treat them any differently. We treat everything as if they're high priority. We're actually trained early on to treat every patient or every sample that comes in as if it was a sample from our parents or our grandparents. So we treat every specimen the same. That helps ensure reproducibility and reliability.
For North Dakota, the window of return on test results is usually 24 to 48 hours. Tomorrow, the city of Fargo is going to be hosting a Red River Valley COVID-19 task force briefing. It's going to take place at 11 in the morning, and this briefing will feature updates on the work conducted by the members of the task force. Valley News Live will be streaming the briefing on our website and our VNL app. Meanwhile, efforts are underway in North Dakota to come up with visitation guidelines for long-term care facilities. Visitation has been cut off between residents and their family and friends because of the pandemic. A committee today reviewed a policy on visitation that was crafted collectively by the North Dakota Department of Human Services. Chairman Christopher Larson tells Valley News Live that the North Dakota Department of Health will be asked for its input, and it's hoped that any revisions could be considered by the committee a week from Friday. North Dakota is reporting another 43 positive cases of coronavirus, bringing the active case count to 667. 40 North Dakotans are currently in the hospital. There were no new deaths reported today, keeping the death toll linked to the virus at 54. In Minnesota, their state is reporting another 652 positive cases, bringing the active case count there to 5,538. 18 new deaths were reported today. Now 899 deaths have been linked to the virus in Minnesota. Currently, 570 Minnesotans are in the hospital with the virus, with 258 of those in ICU. We're all told about the importance of wearing a mask in public, but there's another piece of advice to go along with it. It's important to make sure that you are taking proper hygienic care of your mask. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly explains what the experts are recommending.
Health officials are advising people to wear face masks during the coronavirus pandemic in hopes of preventing the spread of illnesses that you may have. But they warn that an important part to making sure the mask does its job is keeping it clean.
We don't know what's getting on the outside of the mask. We don't know throughout the day how often we're touching the mask, and we don't know what we're carrying. So that's the importance of going through each day, making sure it is getting washed so we get rid of whatever could be on the outside of that mask as we wear it.
The CDC says you should be washing your mask after every use, which for many people is daily. The top recommendation is using a washing machine.
That can just be detergent along with, they recommend warm water. If a washing machine is not available, you can wash it, hand washing it. And with that, we can use bleach. We always make the note, make sure you're not mixing bleach with other chemicals, especially ammonia.
It's recommended that you use 1 gallon of room temperature water, then add 5 tablespoons of bleach or 1/3 cup. Once those are mixed together, add your face mask and let it soak for 5 minutes. After the time is up, rinse with cool or room temperature water and make sure the mask is completely dry before using again. And when you aren't using your mask, don't throw it in your purse or on your passenger seat. Store it in a dry, breathable place.
We just don't want it to be in a place where it can get crushed throughout the day, where it can maybe break down the integrity of the mask. We don't want to put it somewhere where let's say a plastic bag where moisture can grow on it, where we can see a variety of other things grow on it, including mold.
A paper bag is just one example. Health officials say proper treatment of these cloth masks can help keep you and others healthy. In Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
And to read the CDC's guidelines for keeping your mask clean, head over to the Valley News Live app. The YWCA of Cass Clay is teaming up with the Great Plains Food Bank and Lutheran Church of the Cross to help fight hunger over the next 2 weeks. They're hosting West Fargo Eats Pop-Up Food Pantry the next 2 Fridays. It's going to take place May 29th and June 5th from 1 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon. It'll be at the Lutheran Church of the Cross parking lot that's located at 1402 16th Street East in West Fargo. Anyone in need of food is welcome to drive or walk up to the mobile food pantry. Food is provided on a first-come, first-served basis. You do not need to call ahead.